Hello and welcome to Marketing and Margaritas. Today is a shorty soundbite episode where we bring you a FAQ, a thinky piece, or something we just want to share. So today's topic is how to optimize your website for conversions. Now we're always banging on about when you set your website live that day one is not done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is day one is day one. And even if you do have conversion strategies in place on your first day, that's fantastic. But it's still something that needs to be continually optimized with your website. And conversion is obviously just when someone takes the action that you want them to take.
Whether it's shopping online, getting a quote, signing up, or just getting in touch with you.
100%.
Whatever your goal is for your
Nailed it.
website. Okay, so first step is to review the customer journey.
Yeah, so basically there's this amazing product that everyone has and looks at every day. Google Analytics is free.
Yeah.
And basically you plug Google Analytics into your website, and then you go to Google Analytics dashboard, and it shows you all the data about how people are finding you, what they're doing once they're on your website, how long they spend there, what content they're interested in, where they go next. So we call that customer journey.
Yep.
So how the customer comes to you, and then what they do once they're there, that's what this process, whatever they're taking. So by reviewing that customer journey, that's where you might be able to see some things that you can optimize.
Yeah.
So it could be, for example, you've got a lot of people going to a particular landing page that has a web form on it, but then you're getting only like less than 1% of those people filling that web form out. Is it too long? Is it complicated? Is it not prominent enough? Is it not clear what they need to do? Is that landing page misleading? They're like, actually, this is not what I thought this page was going to be, and that's why they leave.
Why is it not working?
Basically, 100%. So that's what using those analytics to actually review and optimize that customer journey.
Awesome. Next step is to review current conversions.
Yeah. So whatever strategies you do have set up, fantastic, but then it's actually you need to review how that goes as well. So there could be things, there's always things that you can be improving. So it's sort of like if you are trying to get sales or like phone inquiries or forms filled out or whatever it might be, someone signing up to your blah blah, etc., like your email newsletter or whatever. Once you've got that set up on your website, make sure to check and see how it's going. So like, okay, how many new email subscribers did we get in the first month compared to the second month compared to when we did this campaign here?
Yeah.
Did that actually give us a boost, or was it only a little bit extra and therefore the cost was not worth it? Therefore, we won't do a campaign again.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of that, obviously, I know this is a bit off topic, but then the other side, for example, with email is then how many are staying on. Like if you convert them through your website, and then they're only there for a few email cycles and then they drop off.
Yeah.
The promise you've made them here on the website
Might not be what was delivered.
Exactly. And then that's when that's deeper customer journey sort of thing as well to go into. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, yes.
All right, so there's always things you can improve on. And that might even mean automating it. If your call to action is to get people to call up for a quote and your phone has been ringing off the hook since you set that up, then maybe automating that journey so that there is more of a form filling out for new customers or that kind of thing.
And
like
that's
it doesn't
the
just
next
mean,
one. Yeah. That's integrating new conversion strategies. That's exactly what that is, Lani. Is that saying that just because you wanted phone calls at the time, and you're like, great, now we're getting all these phone calls.
I have all this other admin-y type onboarding to do.
How could I potentially do this better?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm finding that a lot of the phone calls or that some of the phone calls are useless and they're not actually good customers.
Just discovery calls.
Yeah, so if I maybe had people fill out this 10-question form first.
Or had more FAQs on the site so they had a better idea of what we were selling.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, what new conversion strategies can you be implementing to further optimize your website? So some examples I had there was like, using a client intake form to weed out people who they cannot be bothered to answer. And again, you have to make stuff simple. So say you did have like a simple 5-question form where the questions weren't ambiguous and you made drop downs or, whatever it is to make it easy for people.
Yeah.
So you've done your job.
Yeah.
If they can't be bothered to do that to give you the information that you need.
To do the work.
Then you're like, well, that's probably not a client that I want because they actually don't really care. They just calling and kicking tires sort of thing.
Yeah.
Another really good one is, your quote forms. And that can be potentially too, in some businesses you can automate as well. So it can be like, okay, if they tick this, this, and this, then it's gonna generate this email template 6.
Yeah.
And that will have, most of it, we just, check it out. Or it could be that it's exactly ready to go and it can go to them. Here's the quote for your blah, blah sort of thing.
So you're getting to the work part faster.
Yeah, and you don't have to touch it. Once you spend time and energy setting it all up, but then it pays off in the long run, sort of thing. Having a pop-up with a discount offer to sign up. So this is obviously a really common one in the retail space. If you're trying to grow your email database, saying, first-time buyers
get 10% off.
Yeah, if you sign up, sort of thing. And chances are, if they're thinking about buying, they're going to do that, because why not get 10% off? So 10% is not a huge incentive, but it's better than a kick in the face.
Yeah. Well, if you're planning on buying anyway, why spend the more?
Lead magnets for your EDM. So you might have a sign up to our newsletter, and then you're like, no one's signing up to our newsletter. And it's
download this ebook when you sign
here's
up.
a free checklist on how to what to do before you go to the mechanic to your car or whatever it is, sort of thing. That valuable piece of content that people are like, this will be useful to me. You give them something, they give you something in return, and then you have to keep earning that with those emails and stuff afterwards, like we always say.
It's very valuable to know your customer journey, though, when implementing those kind of things, because you're looking at it from their perspective and what they're getting out of it, not just what you need from them and how to make your life easier.
Yes, exactly, 100%. And then the other one I had there too was scheduling a free discovery consultation. Like, there's lots of different ideas, but I just wanted to say when it comes to conversion strategies, there's a lot of different ways that you can do it, sort of thing. So it's like, okay, we're not getting a lot of inquiries or whatever from the website. Is it really obvious that, we offer a free consultation over the phone before you come in and pay for anything?
Yeah.
Maybe that needs to be a breakout on the homepage. Maybe that needs to be listed as a call to action on every page. You know what I mean? So that's when you can start to, like I said, website is going live is the first step. Everything that comes out of it is optimizing your website to really use it for your business.
Wonderful. And our wrap-up tip for this one is that this stuff on your website is, it's all there, but you need to make sure people are actually finding your website in the first place.
Yeah.
It's no good if they don't know you exist.
It's not a build it and they will come scenario necessarily. Like, you need to be, first of all, actively promoting it, but secondly, continually working on SEO.
Yeah.
SEO is not a set and forget or a done, SEO tick.
And there's lots of ways
that.
to do SEO as well.
Yeah, there's so many different things you can do. And there's so many other people who are also putting out content and stuff, etc. as well. So it's, SEO is a thing that you need to be continually working on, because if people cannot find you in a relevant way, then you can have all the conversion strategies in the world. They're not going to you're not going to get clients anyway, because they're not actually getting to you.
Just as easy as that. Just do all those things.
Isn't that just a beautiful way of saying it, though?
Look, I'm sure that's all clear, and you've got lots of notes, and it'll be wonderful. But if you do have questions, as always, you know where to find us.
True.
Presumably.
Presumably, when you come to our podcast, we have call to action on how to find us, because that would be pretty shit if we didn't.
Awkward.
Makes note to self.
So if you're interested in some new conversion strategies on how to improve your website or gain momentum on a couple of your business goals, then there's lots of ways to do that, and we're always available to get in touch.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's really fun. There's lots you can do. Don't be afraid.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for joining us. Cheers.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Marketing and Margaritas. Find more free marketing tips, tricks and laughs at rebelnation.com.au.